a native of Pontus. Now, Pontus is over in Turkey. It's a province right under the Black Sea in Turkey. Do you remember one of the most famous Latin sayings in the world, Winnie Widdy Wiki? You remember that in Latin? I came, I saw, I conquered. You remember that? Those words were said in Pontus. Julius Caesar was the Battle of Zela in 47 BC and said those famous words. The only time I got in trouble in school, and I went to school many years. After high school, I went 4 years for a BA, another MA, another year, 3 more years for an MDiv, and 2 more years for a THD. All these I nearly got kicked out was in a Latin class in high school. And I asked to translate Julius Caesar's famous Latin word in a Latin class into North Louisiana colloquial English. I translated, I come, I seen, I whooped. And the teacher was an older, single woman near retirement, didn't have a sense of humor. She nearly kicked me out of the house. Trying to be cute and funny, I nearly got myself expelled from school. Anyway, Julius Caesar uttered those words up in Pontus, Battle of Zela now, but he was a native up there. But having recently come from Italy with his wife named Priscilla. Now watch them. Every time you read about Aquila and Priscilla in the Bible, they're going to have a church meeting in their home. They're going to be ministering with Paul. They're going to be doing various things. An outstanding couple now, and then this couple. Now they came from Italy because Claudius, who was Roman emperor, now, from 41 to 54, he had commanded all the Jews to leave Rome. And because he was the same trade, that is Aquila, Paul stayed with Aquila and Priscilla in their home. They were by trade tent makers. Now they weren't making tents for people who went out here to camp out on vacation. They made tents for the Roman army. A lucrative trade, very much in demand. Those armies had to have these tents, whatnot, and so therefore it was a good trade. They were tent makers. And Paul was reading in the synagogue. We know there was a synagogue here because Paul went to it, and they found an inscription, the synagogue of the Hebrews right over there. But scholars now think it may be 2nd century. It may not be the same synagogue, but be on the same location as the one. On the Sabbath day, trying to persuade Jews and Greeks. But when Silas and Timothy came down from Macedonia, Paul began devoting himself completely to the Word, solemnly testifying to the Jews that Jesus was the Messiah. And when they, the unbelieving Jews, resisted and blasphemed, Paul shook out his garment